tour. This is your first time to Sioux Falls?
Yeah, no, we've come here a couple times to play. This is obviously my first time here at the Rock and Roll Center, so it's been quite an experience.
What did you think when you walked in the door when you looked at this place?
I was very impressed, man. I mean, this facility. I mean, you see a lot of kind of places like this, but I've never seen one that has put so much like attention into detail. And it's very inspiring, man. Like, it's really cool. You can see why people would gravitate towards this place and be inspired to make music and whatnot. So, and just the level of, it's crazy, man. Like, I really dig it.
What'd you think when you walked in and you got that reaction from all the kids?
I wasn't expecting that, man. Like, first of all, I wasn't expecting that many people to be here. I was, it's humbling, definitely. Especially when, sometimes when you're in the road, you forget like the impact that you kind of have on people. So to kind of feel that was definitely pretty cool.
The story you shared with the kids on how you grew up and where you came from, how important is that, you think, to kids like this?
Knowing that we kind of have a similar background, I think is very inspiring, because it shows them that, like, if a guy like me can make it, just by taking a little talent and chasing a huge dream, then why can't somebody else? Especially when you do it from the heart and you do it with the kind of passion that drives you to do it for real, not just kind of going in a studio and trying to put a song together, but getting out like on stage and really making a try at making this a career, because you don't really have to reach that high to be able to make this a career. I mean, a lot of people play on the weekends, make enough money to get by, and still love it. So anything that I can do to encourage people to just embrace music all over the place, all encompassing, is I think is cool.
How often do you get a chance like this to do one-on-one with kids?
Handful of times, We did something like this in Las Vegas a while back that was really cool. I wasn't sick then, so I actually got to jam with the kids, and that was a good time. But I jump at every opportunity to do this, just for the fact that nothing like this was available when I was younger. So it was kind of like chasing that unconscious dream. Whereas now, with the way technology is and with how open a lot of musicians are, man, we come to the foundation, and we're trying to inspire that to strengthen and hopefully pass on to the next generation, because that's what it's all about, especially with this genre of music. This genre of music is renowned for kind of paying it forward and forward and forward, and supporting each other.
One last message to the kids.
Hopefully my weird advice wasn't too weird. I encourage you to play from the heart, because that's where love is.
You talk about the genre of music.
Yeah.
Gene Simmons, whose face is all over the walls here, has recently said rock is dead.
I know. It keeps coming up.
And it keeps coming up, and it keeps going back and forth. But somebody who, again, is the frontman for two of the biggest rock bands in the world right now.
Yeah.
How do you respond to that and show that rock isn't dead, and show these kids that?
Well, and I think this is the problem with technology, is that there was a whole explanation behind what Gene was trying to say,
right,
that has been filtered out because people take that one-liner and they turn it into a microcosm, and that just kind of becomes whatever. With all due respect to Gene, I think the old way is dead, but the new way seems to have a foothold, and it's allowing bands like ourselves and other bands around the world to kind of use that technology as a new way to kind of promote rock and to promote heavy metal. So I don't think rock is dead. I think the old guard is dead. And a lot of it is because the record label system couldn't figure out a way to live in a system with the technology the way it is. But in a lot of ways, it's good for the artist because it puts the power back on them. And now you're seeing more and more independent artists really be able to use the internet as a tool to kind of get their music out everywhere, whereas before you had to wait for the record label to give you the money to do it, to put the money up for distribution and everything like that. So I don't think rock is dead. I think the old way is dead. We just had a #1 album, so I don't think it's, if it's dead, then this zombie's swinging for people, you know?
How important, when you come from, again, the Midwest, you come into a place like this in the Midwest, you see music going away from the schools. How important is it to see the Academy here and around the country?
It's very important, you know, and like you said, I mean, there's a lot of states in the union who are, you know, slowly but surely phasing music out of schools, and I think that's a damn shame. You know, for me, you know, a lot of the music programs when I was growing up, obviously it was the standard J11, either band, chorus, or orchestra. But that still got you a taste of it, you know? Like I played everything from stand-up bass to tuba when I was in school, you know? But I was also a member of the, you know, the choirs. And that helped me kind of develop a voice. And the fact that they're kind of filtering that out is just a damn shame, you know? And replacing it with nonsense in a lot of ways, you know? I think it's, if you take the arts away from the people, the arts are gonna revolt. And it's going to come back in a very weird way.
First off, Corey, thanks for coming. What kind of stuff are you listening to right now?
Right now, the new Melvins is fantastic, man. Like, it's really good. It's called Hold It In. And I actually got a chance to do a review for it for Talk House. And it's gross, it's ugly, but it's awesome, you know. And the Melvins have like the best song titles of all time. They win. There's a song called Pissed Offerson, which is just genius. I'm sorry. I'm like, you win, full stop. I'm never even gonna try to come close to a name as cool as that. So I'm listening to Melvins. I'm listening to, but I mean, I kind of go back and forth where I listen to, you know, new stuff, but a ton of old stuff. So I'm listening to everything from Sonny Rollins to Slayer.
Thank you.
No worries.
Thank you. Thanks.
Is that it?
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.